Mechanics in Fire Emblem. We all have our favorite mechanics in each game, from various interpretations of the weapon triangle, support conversation and how they're used in each games, to throw a baby into another realm so they can grow up into young adults without their parents, just within 5 minutes. Everyone has their favorite mechanics, that includes me, but instead of talking about my favorite mechanics, I would much rather just talk about the mechanics I would like to see return to the series. There's no specific order, I like all of these, and if any of them returns into a new Fire Emblem game, I will be happy. With that said, let's start with the first one, Guidance Chapters. I know they're paralogs, but I don't consider them the same. What I miss from modern Fire Emblem is more goals by beating a map. Most of the other goals in modern maps are just grab the chest before the thieves or beat this strong enemy, and even if that is something, having other objectives to open up a secret chapter is more rewarding than just playing a paralog chapter. If they kept doing paralogs, I won't mind it that much, but if I got to choose between Gaiden or paralogs, I would choose Gaiden. Okay, let's talk about avatars. Now, I would much rather have a game where there isn't an avatar, just have a main character that isn't supposed to be me. But if we were going to have another avatar, I want it to be customizable just like in New Mystery. Now, I'm not calling Triss a good avatar, but the New Mystery customability is my favorite of every other avatar customability. Now, it has the basic avatar options like the other games, or just the Awakening of Fate. But what it also has is that you can choose your starting class, aka you don't have a special class because you're an avatar, but it also makes you choose what your past was like and how you were raised. What defines you now, and what future you want, and what you want to pursue. It's not much, but it doesn't need to be much more. And if we were to go forward with the avatars, this is how I want it to be used when creating them. Also, don't make them that story important, please. But while we're talking about avatars, another thing I want to see return to Fire Emblem is the Hydra Cards, if that's how you pronounce it. Now, these are cards that appear in Awakening, and they're just basically different Robin models that makes them into past Fire Emblem characters. It's not something huge, but having your favorite character from a past game presented in a way, it's just a needle way to have more fun in the game. Or if you just want to recruit every antagonist and make them fight the big bad in this game, it's also just fun. It also made the DLC maps more interesting, since you could have old and new characters interact with each other. It was also the best crossover before Warriors and Heroes, and some of you might even say it still is the best crossover depending on your thoughts on the two other games. I will also just give a shout out to the amiibo support. How the Fire Emblem amiibos were used in Fates, and funny enough, Codename Steam is how I want the Fire Emblem amiibos to be used in later games. So if we could get that and the Hydra cards at the same time, while having the amiibo variants looks better of course, I would be happy with that. Now, I love supports in Fire Emblem, just to see other characters interact with each other is just fun. And I want to see more of that, but I would also like to see the return of Memory Prism and Info Conversations. Now, Memory Prism is fun because you can give more world building, see into our characters' past and how they were before joining your army or before we were started. Info Conversations is like supports but with more characters. Instead of just having two people talking with each other, it could be a group of people just talking about something. It doesn't need to be that important, but it would just make the whole army just seem a bit more alive. Obviously, I'm still fine if it was just support conversations, but I still think Fire Emblem can go that bit extra step. And the last mechanic I want to talk about is something I don't hear other Fire Emblem fans talk about that much, which isn't that surprising since it's not that big of a mechanic most people would notice. Who am I trying to fool? It's bonus XP. Now, I'm not that surprised to why it hasn't returned since you can earn EXP by playing older maps in the new games, but bonus EXP is such a good mechanic that it feels like the majority of the Fire Emblem fans wants to see it return, and that includes me. It's simple. Beat map, clear a special objective, earn XP that you can give to another unit. Out of all the mechanics I want to see return, this is the one I want to see the most. But that's just me. What about you guys? Is there something you want to see return to Fire Emblem? Leave a like, comment below and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.